is being performative really that bad? So I think that's what we are going to discuss today.
in this episode.
Yeah.
Hi guys, welcome to the Anything Everything podcast.
So today's episode is going to be a little experimental. First, let's talk about the meaning of
Of
being
being
performative,
performative.
because when you think about being performative, the first thing I imagine now is a man with a tote bag listening to Clairo, reading some like
I
rom-com.
just I just saw a reel
Yeah, yeah,
of
that's,
that.
I think that's what all of us see when we think of being performative. But the real meaning is the act of displaying or performing behaviors to create an impression
For
for
an
an
audience.
audience. Now, that's what we all do on
We
an
all hold up
everyday
an
basis.
yeah, like we all try and put up a performance
Yeah,
every day.
and this is why I was thinking about this, just idea that is being performative really that bad? When you think about it, one, we all perform. Shakespeare said, all the world's a stage.
Mm-hmm.
The world is a stage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we try to stage behaviors that might not really be authentic to our own selves, but we want them to be.
Yeah.
And that's why when we start taking steps towards being authentic in a way that might not feel really like it, we are creating a new persona that we relate to. Sometimes you might exhaust who you were as a person to become who you want to be.
Very true.
And to do that, you need to let go of that old self. It's like a snake shedding its skin, right? It
Mm-hmm.
takes time. But
Mm-hmm.
over time, you see a completely newer body.
Very
The
true.
same way, if you want to be a newer person, you will go through these uncomfortable phases where you might be a person, oh, I am listening to this new music. I am wearing this outfit, even if I don't feel really
Very
like
true.
myself.
Yeah.
But it is to be someone else. And that's someone you look up to.
Yeah. And as she said, the deep question here is that is being performative actually helpful or is it not? But let me get this, being performative sometimes is really helpful because, as you said before, it inculcates real habits within a person. Also, I feel finding like a middle ground, being over performative and
Yeah.
being over performative in particular ruins the game. Like this particular house of cards will fall down when you try and become someone who you're not. You will firstly lose your authenticity. These are the cons of being performative. But on the other hand, there is also the positives of being performative. When you try and inculcate these new habits within your lifestyle, you change. Like people change genuinely. Like as we said before, right now the so-called performative culture, it's so wild across social media. This just took place in the book talk world. Performative reading,
Yeah.
performative studying, everything we see on social media or on the internet is so performative.
Yeah. And there are times where I saw this one video that said, I'm going to perform not hating on people. Like, I'm going to perform kindness. Like, it's an actual video.
Yeah,
This, I saw this. And I thought, okay,
this is
that's
helping the
not a bad
person.
thing.
Yeah.
I just think of it in a way that it's not hurting anyone.
Yeah.
You are minding your own business, they are minding theirs. And even if marginally you see some improvement in somebody else's life, that, remember, even if you're being performative, that performative studying, thoda to something is
It's
going in your
happening and it
brain.
actually really helps, as she said. Like even before, like as we mentioned, over and the excess use or the consumption of anything is really bad. But if it is in the right amount and if it is actually helping you inculcate real habits or inculcate certain sort of values in your lifestyle, why not?
Yeah, why not?
Because at the end of the day, as she said, we're all putting out a performance either for yourself or for a group of people who we don't know. We are trying to become someone at various stages of our life.
Exactly. So being performative is not the issue as long as you know why you're doing it, and as long as you know the extent of
Yeah.
doing it. The entire human life is a farce. Every single thing we do in life is a farce. Like, imagine you chose to like Geronimo Stilton when you were 5 years old
I love
because it
that book.
identified with you,
Hmm.
but now it doesn't. So were you performing then?
No,
No,
you
it was
just
a
loved
part
it.
of you.
Yeah,
So the same way, if you decide today that I want to work out more, I want to read more,
exactly.
I want to open a new door to my intellectual capacity, and for that you might make changes that might not feel real.
And if you know, these changes might even happen when you look at someone doing it on
Yeah,
YouTube. Like,
exactly.
you might want to start a workout video because someone or some YouTube fitnesser is doing it out there. That is completely okay.
Exactly. And doing something for other people might not be as bad as people think,
Yeah.
but only if you look at it in that way.
Hmm.
Like, I understand that sometimes being someone who you are not just for other people, that is bad, that is objectively bad. Changing, as she said, changing who you are, changing your authenticity is a bad thing. But just helping or motivating you with the idea that, oh, I'm performing for people,
Hmm.
so I am taking all of these steps to be a better person,
Person.
that's not a bad thing. Identity and performance is entrenched in our daily life. We perform every single day, no matter for other people or for ourselves.
Ourselves. Very true. Because right now, as we said before, the performative studying culture has also become so wild. You know how we see those shots or those reels where there are like highlighters all across the table, or
Yeah,
there's just like a coffee cup and there's like a laptop and there are like books across. But, you know, pretending sometimes actually turns into becoming.
fake it till you make it.
When we use those sorts of performative behavior, like if we inculcate performative studying, and it, you know, sometimes the human body works like that. When we try and we repeat those actions every day, the mind will not forget, the body might.
It's a reflex
It's a
action.
reflex action, and what we're actually trying to say here is that the right amount of being performative always works.
Yeah, it really does, because one, it's a process that we use to just find ourselves.
Yeah.
It's all about trying. Like, I think I remember talking about this, that human life is all about effort, right? And to grow, you might end up performing a little bit, and if it's helping you in one way or the other, it is fine.
It's fine.
Performance, as we said, it's hereditary, it's inherent to our human lives. And I just think of it as a way of curating your own self. When you hire a curator, right, the curator might say, okay, you have to style yourself like this, because we all have not aesthetic but a version of us we aspire to be, right? We aspire to be elegant, we aspire to be extremely knowledgeable,
That would
we
help the
aspire to be
person.
very talented.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes you come across curators, stylists who help you become the person you want to be in life. So the same way, the performance that we put on for ourselves, if we curate our own lives by either reading something we never read before, dressing the way that we would deem ourselves to be, it might feel uncomfortable, it might feel weird if other people like suddenly start doing it. But as long as it's one, it's not hindering your life,
Yeah.
and secondly, if it's helping them grow and kind of figure out who they are as a person, it's fine.
And if it's helping them become a better version of themselves altogether, it's
Yes,
absolutely fine.
it's just a path to self discovery.
Yeah. And you know, you never know, maybe the performative reading or the performative studying, just by looking at it in total, if the person actually tries and adopts it, you never know if it's really helping, if it's really
Yeah,
helping the
like
person.
people are just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And if this helps them, one, either they actually become that person, or they will realize it's not for them.
This is why
No harm,
doing
no
it in the
foul.
right amount is very
No
important.
harm, no foul.
Yeah.
But yeah, performative like behavior does have, as we said, it has negative connotations. You cannot create your entire life around pleasing somebody
Yeah.
else. You might start off with that, but then if you realize, no, this is actually helping me, and you continue, good. But you cannot let someone else's narrative just like decide, okay, they are doing this, so I should do this. Influencers are doing this is why I should be doing this. Because celebrities are using this brand, I should run and use this brand.
This is
That
not
does
how
not
it is.
showcase
Or, you know,
anything.
in particular also, even if you want to, you know, go ahead and try that brand that the
Yeah,
celebrity is going, that is okay. That's where we want to say that there's a very thin line in between all of this. Trying to adopt and inculcate these performative behaviors, if it's helping you, then you should definitely go for it. But if the performative behavior actually becomes like this strong conditioning tool in your life, that's when you should know where to stop.
technically, if this is what they enjoy themselves to be, or if they're not, they might actually end up becoming this person.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Or, as Prisha said, if you are your own like curator, and if you think for yourself without pleasing anyone, you will come to the conclusion that, okay, this is not for me, I am not this person, and I will figure it out on my own. I just think One is that you should try performing for yourself.
Very
Become
true.
your own curator. Curate content, curate outfits, curate your entire life, your discovery, your feelings for you.
For you.
Make
And
yourself the center for some
exactly.
time.
And that is very important. And sometimes, even trying to put yourself out there and trying to show the world what you're doing may not be wrong, until and unless you feel that the performative actions or the performative content that you put out is actually controlling you. That is where
Yeah.
the boundary should not be crossed. This is why, the right amount of everything is very important.
Yes, which is, that was the entire like context of this, that it's okay if you are performative as
Exactly.
long as it's not harming anyone, and as long as you're learning something from it.
Fake it till you make
We
it.
have all, yeah, we have all heard music because someone we thought was cool was listening to it, and you actually ended up liking it, and that became your favorite band. You might start being performative by reading something which is out of your genre. Like, I started reading this book called Pale Blue Dot by Carl
Mm-hmm.
Sagan. It's about the universe. That's not like my style, it's very non-fiction based, but I started reading that book and I realized I do like books like these. So now I'm reading another non-fiction, like Ways of Seeing.
This is like a real example, even between the both of us.
Yeah,
Our genres in reading or in anything in particular, we are very different. So I have seen, looking at her, even I've adopted something from you because you have done it. And it
exactly.
is very normal because this is how the human body works.
Exactly. That's how we all take inspiration from each other. We are all influenced by each other, no matter you have social media or not. Influence is a big part of human life. Like, you must be influenced by someone when you're like 5 years old and thought, oh, this 8 year old is so cool. Like, we are all influenced every single day. You just need to realize that how
How
much
much?
I want
Yeah.
to be influenced, and if that is helping me,
Yeah.
try it out. But if it's not for you, you will not do it.
Yeah.
And other times, if your performance is not really harming anyone, go
Go for
ahead.
it. And I think judgment comes very easy,
To a
just
lot of
like that,
people,
to a lot
yeah.
of people. So if you feel that if I'm putting on this performance, or if you're even trying something new in particular, go for it. You never know if that would actually inculcate some sort of positive effect for you.
Exactly.
So as we said even before, choosing the right amount, choosing the correct amount, how much do you want this particular thing in your life, or anything if you're putting out there, is very important. Because right now people are also, on social media, internet, everything is so influential. Whatever you see, people are just joining the herd, running
And people
behind the trend.
immediately comment.
Immediately comment, and not even comment, like even whatever trend or whatever you see, people just want to be a part of it.
Yeah,
People don't think about it, or just people don't even ask themselves, like, do I really want to do it, or do I actually like it? So now this is one of the cons of
exactly.
performative
Like, you
actions.
need to think for yourself and say, okay, do I like this or not? No, then I will not participate in
Yeah,
it.
and if it is helping you and inculcating some real habits out there, go for it.
And again, life is all about discovery. Try it.
Yeah.
There's no harm, there's
Don't
no
say no
foul.
to things, try saying
Yeah.
yes to things for
And
once.
who cares what other people say? Who cares? If you want to dress a certain way, if you want to look a certain way,
Go
if
for
you
it.
want to, yeah, read a certain way, be a certain person, go for it. Start that YouTube channel.
Yeah, just don't, like, there is like a very, like, a gray area kind of a thing. Don't get completely absorbed by it.
Yes.
And also, being performative sometimes actually really helps, because sometimes pretending turns into becoming a different person for that particular
Yes,
person.
we all wear clothes that we might not fill in immediately, until one day we will. We all wear shoes that might not fit you one day, but one day you'll stand up and you'll say, okay, this
This
is
is
my
what I
life,
like.
and my life fits me well. And the only reason your life fits you well is because you went through the discomfort of becoming. Becoming is difficult. It is one of the most grueling processes you will
And it's
ever go
all a
through.
part of the
It
process.
is all a part of process. You, people will talk about you, people will judge you, you
Every
will hate
time.
yourself, everyone will comment on you, but remember, you're doing it for a reason. You're performing for a reason, and it is all to become that one version of you.
Mm-hmm.
And if everything you're doing is okay just to be that, let
Go
it
for
all
it.
go
Yeah.
and go for it. Give it your all, no matter what anybody else says. It is going to be uncomfortable, but you go through that for that comfort. When you finally, like,
To
wake up,
achieve that
yeah, you wake up one
perceived
day
kind
and
of a
think,
self.
I have the life that I was performing for,
Correct.
and I don't have to perform anymore.
Correct.
Like that's, it's for that comfort and that truth, that all of the effort that you put in that one day, that one decade,
You reached it.
you reached it and you realized I'm there. Sometimes performing for your own sake is for your own positive health. You
Yeah.
might perform kindness, you might perform not being cruel to yourself, and one day you're not,
Yeah,
and
and
that's
very
such a
true.
good feeling.
Just performing in particular actually sometimes really helps, because we see all these videos how like performative actions can have such bad connotations
Yeah,
on the world and all. But here we were actually thinking, but what if performative behavior can actually sometimes help the other person on the other end,
it's not
if
really
it's
hurting.
helping, them, and trying to inculcate something new for them, and reach, if they want to reach a certain way in their life, then why not go for it?
And if someone is actually just doing performative reading and they actually end up
Reading books.
reading books, if they
Yeah,
actually end up reading, that's such a good thing.
exactly.
If they actually end up listening to different music tastes, if they actually end up studying thoda,
Performative studying.
yeah,
Yeah, it might actually help. Like,
do it.
do it.
As long as
Right
it's not
amount.
harming anyone, it's
Yeah.
fine.
And as long as it's in the right amount and in the right balance, and it's up till the point where you know what is right for you and what is wrong for you, when you know that the boundary has been crossed, you
Stop.
just stop.
Yeah, so I think this was like the idea, the main idea that we really wanted to talk about, because it is a very fine line between
Between them.
one side to the other.
Other side. Yeah.
But we would like to, I think, just end by saying experiment to be who you want. That's what I would say,
Very
that
true.
you go through that discomfort to be that person, and performing is a part of our everyday life. We
We all
perform
perform,
no matter people are seeing us or not. We perform every single day.
even either for ourselves
We do
or
perform for
for
ourselves,
like the whole
yes,
audience out
and
there.
sometimes you have to, so that you change.
Your own self.
Yes, you can't be stuck in a rut and say, oh, it's all fine. You
It's
have
not.
to perform, you have to change yourself a little bit. Yeah,
And maybe if that performing comes from you looking at someone else or adopting some values from someone else, then
do it.
do it, go for it. If it's
Curate
helping
your
you,
life.
curate your life. Very true. So yeah, I think this is the whole what we thought
Idea.
idea about this episode in particular.
We would love to hear your thoughts on it, so please
Yeah.
comment, let us know if you like it.
And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.